Jadon Sancho will train away from first team after disciplinary issue. Jadon Sancho was spotted at Manchester United's training ground this morning for the first time since his public spat with manager Erik Hags. Prior to the international break, Sancho reacted appallingly with an ill-advised statement after Hags suggested he didn't train to the required standard, which led to him being dropped for the 3-1 loss to Arsenal. Although Sancho has returned to Carrington on Thursday, Manchester United have announced the winger will remain on a personal training program away from the first-team group. "I think United are making the right decision because they cannot allow the dressing room to get worse by letting Sancho undermine Hags. The manager needs to own the situation and make his call." Of course, Sancho's spell away from the first team is pending resolution of a squad discipline issue. The Daily Mail claims Sancho hid his face behind the sun visor in his car as speculation continues around his future at Old Trafford. Sancho has since deleted his statement from X, formerly known as Twitter. Napoli star being monitored by Manchester United, club could pursue next summer. Manchester United are reportedly admirers of Napoli's Kvaratskhelia, as per the Daily Mail. Journalist Mike Keegan suggested that the Georgian international could end up in the Premier League next season, as numerous clubs in the top flight are monitoring him, United being one. Keegan did, however, state that the Red Devils are more likely to acquire Kvaratskhelia on a temporary basis. Napoli certainly won't let their talent go cheap if they're forced to sanction his exit. Last season, the 22-year-old registered a remarkable 14 goals and 17 assists in all competitions, playing a crucial role in the Italian Giants' Scudetto winning campaign after their 33-year wait to lift the title. Erik Hags hopes new signing is available to face Brighton. Erik Hags hopes new signing Sofiane Amrabat passes fit to face Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League on Saturday. Manchester United have had a difficult start to the new season with questionable results, injuries, and off-field issues. To make matters worse, some of our new recruits in the summer joined with injuries they had previously, and that potentially slows down their integration period. For instance, this is set to be Rasmus Højlund's first start in a United shirt. The young Danish striker made his debut after coming off the bench against Arsenal prior to the international break. Fans need to be patient with young Højlund and note that he is only returning from a back injury. According to The Telegraph, Hags is hopeful Amrabat can play despite sitting out Morocco's recent internationals as an injury precaution. Another player facing doubts over his availability this weekend is centre-back Lisandro Martinez. The Argentine has not played since he came off with a foot injury against Arsenal, but he did train with the national team during the international break. United will be wary of rushing Martinez back, but it's the same foot that caused him problems last season when a broken metatarsal ruled him out for the final 7 weeks of the campaign. That means Hags may need to call on Harry Maguire to start alongside Victor Lindelof because Raphael Varane has already been ruled out. Manchester United monitoring Evan Ferguson. The Brighton Hove Albion striker Evan Ferguson can be player to lock horns with Manchester United in the upcoming transfer window. According to the Daily Mail, Evan Ferguson can be a player to join Manchester United. By adding Rasmus Højlund and Mason Mount during the summer transfer window, the Red Devils improved their attack. However, neither player has yet to significantly impact the club's performances to date. Ferguson knows the league very well, and Hags would be compelled to catch hold of him. With Anthony Martial's form for the club degrading day by day, a replacement for him is crucial. This will add more depth to team. Squad depth is something that is lacking for the club. When we look at Manchester City, for instance, every position has a suitable replacement. This is something United needs desperately. Ferguson and Højlund can be a good attacking duo, and obviously, we have Marcus Rashford, who was in red-hot form last season. His goal against Arsenal will surely help him gain confidence and add to the team's value. It won't be simple to sign the youngster, though, as Brighton might oppose a transfer if the striker keeps making a name for himself. Ferguson's upcoming few months shall be important for United whether to make the right move to get him to Old Trafford. Manchester United's £60 million deal ranked the third worst Premier League signing of the summer by agents. Mason Mount's unexpected switch from Chelsea to Manchester United has been ranked the third worst Premier League signing of the summer in the Athletic's agent survey. The midfielder ended his 18-year association with the London club when he signed for United in a £60 million deal in July, £55 million in an upfront fee plus £5 million in add-ons. Mount, 24, has since made just 2 appearances for the club in their opening fixtures against Wolverhampton Wanderers and Tottenham Hotspur. He then sustained a hamstring injury which has kept him out of action in recent weeks, but he is expected to return in time for United's first Champions League group stage game against Bayern Munich next week. In the Athletic's survey, which collected views from a cross-section of agents involved in deals across the window, Mount has been placed third on the list of worst signings. It's certainly harsh as currently, he's not really had enough time to prove himself in a red shirt. It's hardly Mount's fault he picked up an injury so early on, and prior to that, he spent just 153 minutes on the pitch in 2 games that United were very substandard in. He'd been exceptional for Chelsea at times, i.e. providing the assist that won them their second Champions League title in 2021, so even if pundits and rival fans are waiting for him to fail, he needs the backing of the United faithful when he returns to the fold. They've also put Rasmus Højlund in fourth, and he's played for a total of 23 minutes all season, so figure that one out, I guess. Manchester United broke number 7 promise to Jadon Sancho. According to The Athletic, Jadon Sancho was offered the number 7 jersey by Manchester United in exchange for his transfer from Borussia Dortmund. But, when Cristiano Ronaldo rejoined the club, he was immediately given the number 7 jersey by Edinson Cavani. Initially, it was decided that Sancho would be given the prestigious number 7, but later the club changed their verdict and gave it to Ronaldo. This shows doubts regarding the quality of care Sancho received from United after returning from the UK. The club should have thought after signing Sancho for £73 million, which is a huge amount, that the preference for the shirt number to be given to him rather than giving it to Ronaldo. He scored 9 goals and provided 6 assists in 58 Premier League games over the course of 2 seasons. In 104 games in the Bundesliga, he scored 38 goals and provided 51 assists. When we compare to both these leagues, it shows how difficult the Premier League has been for Sancho. Sancho was widely seen as having a positive mentality, being physically fit, and being open to receiving coaching on technical areas of his game. However, his debut season was marred by Solskjaer's dismissal in November 2021. What United did with Sancho was certainly not right, but there's a weightage that the jersey holds. Ronaldo's legacy is attached to that jersey, and living up to those expectations are very difficult for any player. Harry Maguire's mother lashes out at Defenders' critics. Harry Maguire's mother, Zoe, has hit out at some fans and pundits following the negative and abusive comments directed towards his son earlier this week. The centre-back has had a difficult 12 months at club level with Manchester United, and he is currently a regular on the substitutes bench under manager Erik Hag. Zoe has now reacted through an Instagram post by criticizing the negative and abusive comments directed towards his son from some fans, pundits, and the media. She added that it is disgraceful and totally unacceptable to any walk of life, and particularly to someone who has worked his socks off for club and country over the years.